Let's do this real quick. Okay. Oh. He has old circuits over here. Tree trunk leg extract. When on in battle, running speed is increased and you're less likely to stumble during a chase. Also increases the skateboard acceleration. Also, it actually increases encounter rates. Cool. Okay. I think we could potentially do. Let's do this one real quick. Oh, wait. I was supposed to pick basement. There. Let's see. Oh, Yagami-san, are you here? Are you here to play again? Yeah. Yep. I heard there's been some upgrades. Remember how I was saying this game needed a roster of badasses? I do. Did you put some in there?
Nice.
Hell yeah, I did. And thanks to my creative genius, business has been booming like crazy. We've got a ton of players, and I can't stop talking about which characters are favorite.
Oh.
Wow. Now that you mention it, I do see a lot more players in here. I'm just gonna mention this ahead of time. Some of these characters might seem pretty familiar. Familiar? How? Well, they're based off of people you know.
What does that mean?
Care to explain? So here's the thing. I hired some designers to flesh out the characters, but I had to skip the concept art phase. The cost per unit was way too high. We don't really have the budget to design a bunch of dudes from scratch, you know. But then I had an epiphany. What if I just use photos of people I know? People who look dope in the game. Okay, and I assume you got their permission? You do know about publicity rights, yes? No, I didn't fuck with all that. Otherwise, they come asking for royalties or some shit. Not good, Toshiro-kun. Look, if you just play the game, you'll see why I did what I did. Anyway, try and defeat every challenger on the roster. That's if you have the guts. Okay. I don't have play passes. Gotcha. Okay. I need to get play passes for that. All right. All right. So there was that, and then there was like another one, like over here at the batting drone racing registration. Boy, that's some crowd. What if there's an event going on? Okay. Can I ask you something? Yeah? What's with the crowd? Drone race. It's the first time they've run a course to this part of town, so everyone's come out to see what the fuss is. Ooh, a drone race, huh? Those are pretty fun. Ah, you got yourself a drone? Yeah, I've actually raced before in Comodocho. You should show me your skills, man. They got a bunch of races going on today. All the pilots say the organization's put together some of the best courses in Yokohama. You'll love it. In that case, yeah, the reception desk's right over there. Okay, let's do it. Welcome, this is where you can register for drone races. Have you ever raced drones before? If not, we recommend trying a test flight first. Would you like to race a test flight? No problem. What would you like to do then? You're all signed up now. Good luck. Go big or go home, right? Let's see. Turbo. Turbo's up. Okay. We have our newly modded drone.
Let's race. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time.
Should get first place. Hell yes.
All right. Yes.
Nice. Oh, then so we have like a consecutive like match of like five rounds. Okay, cool.
Let's race. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time.
Hell yes. New parts available at the Drone Lab.
All right. Yes.
Probably should have done like some single matches. We're like really pushing.
Let's race. Did it. Turbo time. Did it. Turbo time. Did it. Turbo time. Did it. Turbo time.
Yeah. We didn't really use like play drone racing in our last playthrough,
Right.
so
Yes.
it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool that we're doing this for fun. How many more we gotta do? 2 more.
Let's race. Turbo time. Did it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. All right. Yes.
All right. So let's see. So we would just have to do like we would have to be like really really bad to mess this next one up. But I think we can beat this.
Let's race. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Turbo time. Hit it. Damn it.
Now we can customize our parts, though. Man, you're good. Our drone's awesome. By the way, you know how to customize your drone, right? Well, that guy there runs the local drone lab. You give them the right materials and they can turn them into quality parts for you. Pop those in your drone and you'll see a difference in the speed and handling. Calibrating for specific races will go a long way towards clinching first place. Yeah, I'll give it a try soon. By the way, you're pretty top on all this stuff. Why aren't you racing too? Well, I'm kind of ass at the controls. I kept almost crashing the one I bought, so I sold it off before I could break it. I love watching him in action though. Just hang around and watch these experts at work all day.
I see.
That explains it. Man, it was a blast watching you race. Thanks for that. Thank you. See you around. So let's see what I can do. Not you. Please. Dragon paint. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look at the drone real quick. Cool. So basically, like, oh, what? It opened up the minigame? Is that what it did? Okay. Let's look up abilities. It's all EX abilities. All right. Oh, I can do one more. Okay, cool. So, let's go back. We're gonna close everything out. I think we have no more quests to do for a good while. Been in taste. Let's see the keys file real quick. Case list. We have 5 cleared. Get ready to find some ramen stall that suddenly appears on the late night streets of Yokohama. I'm a ramen researcher who's traveled across the globe, serving as many delicious noodle, but I have yet to eat a phenomenal stall. They say the ramen there is captivating flavor. I decided to eat ramen there no matter what. Will you help me find the phantom stall? Oh, money. Okay, fine.
いらっしゃいませ。
Starving. Now we're talking.
Speaking, nice.
Pretty tasty, thanks.
ありがとうございました。
Hi there, I'm Detective Yagami. Oh, the detective. Since you're here, I take it you saw my
Yep.
request? I did, but there were some parts I couldn't quite understand, so I was hoping to hear more details. First things first, my name is Joe Koike, and thanks for coming. I'm an international ramen researcher who travels the world. You can just call me Joe. An international ramen researcher, okay. I believe your request for me was to find the Phantom Ramen stall, correct? Yes, that's correct. A Phantom stall that appears at night in a Jin show. I never heard of such a thing. Well, I've eaten every kind of ramen in the world, except for that Phantom stall. It's the one spot that I can't seem to get to. When I heard the rumors of it, I came all the way from France to find it. Now I want to eat there at any cost. Please, detective, could you lend me a hand with this?
Huh.
I have to admit, I feel your enthusiasm. If there's such a ramen stall, I'd like to eat there myself. It may take some time to find it, but I'll accept your request. I'll start asking around. Thank you so much. I'll do my research on my end as well. Let's meet again once we gather some information. Yep. Good idea. Thank you again for your help with all the this all important goal. Okay. All right. Now, how do I go about this? I guess I'll start by pressing my ear to the ground to hear town gossip. Not much to really go by, but this would be the best bet. Actually, let's try. Let's talk to the old man one more time. Let's see if we have another item. Hate to be your bad news, but neither of our documents seem to match anything on record. Never mind the words, the letter themselves are a puzzle. I figure as much. Hey, who's this? Yama-san. Oh, he's the owner of the ancient codex I was telling you about. Bet you didn't know I was acquainted with a college professor. Gotcha. So he's the one who's been helping you with your research. I'm Tatsumo Yoshikawa of the Inoshima College of Cultural Studies. Specialized in ethnology and folklore.
Yagami.
I'm Taki Yagami, a detective. Can you explain to me what a codex is? Simply put, it's an ancient manuscript of great historical significance. This one has been in my family for generations. Long ago, one of my ancestors helped resuscitate an injured mountain dweller and was given the codex as thanks. But since the codex is written in an unknown language, none of us have ever understood its contents. However, Yama-san here may be able to change that. See, the extract formula he possesses is nearly identical to what's in my codex. And he's already poured a lifetime worth of research into it. indeed I have. After preparing my research with Yoshikawa-san here, we decided it'd be best to work together from this point on.
I see.
Nice, so it's a meeting of the minds. What have you two found out so far? Not much, unfortunately. It's been a slow and painstaking process. Furthermore, the language subtly differs between our documents, which only adds to the complications. Of all the extinct languages I've encountered, this one's truly a chimera. This may be unscientific to say, but it almost seems outworldly at times. Otherworldly, as in you think it could be written by aliens? I prefer the Tengu theory. Yagami-san, I've asked you to gather materials, haven't I? That's also part of the research, a crucial one. The hope is that by recreating the extracts found in Yoshikawa-san's codex, we might be able to decipher the document as a whole.
Does that mean...
How'd you figure that? While deciphering the text portion may be difficult, the document has drawings of extract materials too. Those provide invaluable context. Granted, some of these materials appear to be fanciful, fairy tale things, but Iyama-san seems to know what they actually reference. I should, after all. I looked at them for decades. Now, some of these things you can't get around here, but I can think of some substitutes. Which brings us to our request. We needed to collect certain materials, brew them into extracts, and confirm their effects on the body. By matching the data with their corresponding parts of the codex, we'll eventually find a pattern in the language. Once we do, the codex is as good as cracked. Okay, I think I kind of get it. It may be one letter at a time, but we'll eventually be able to decipher the codex in its entirety. And what's written inside may provide information regarding Iyama-san's ancestors. At last, the path I've been chasing is nearly within reach. Imagine, though, the mysterious people in possession of arcane knowledge that surpasses modern science. Perhaps they really are Tengu. Is that a scholastic or a personal opinion? At any rate, I've got hopes for you, Yagami-san. We hope an old man discover the past.
Yep.
Sure, I'll help however I can. Thank you. Sorry to put this on you right away, but could you start by bringing me some roses? Roses, that shouldn't be too hard. Luckily, I think I have a rose. I just grabbed one.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Willow snake. Okay. Thanks. I'll try making it ASAP. In time, we'll have that ancient codex all figured out. We might even discover a new recipe soon. Anyway, we'll be needing some garlic next. Can you bring that for me? Garlic. Got it. Do I have garlic? Okay, well, that shouldn't be too hard yet. There's a place I can buy garlic, I think. Hopefully this fetch quest isn't too... Ooh, wait. Hopefully this fetch quest isn't too crazy. What am I doing? Sorry. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay. Let's go to, like, over here and see what this is.
What the? Hey. Hey.
Okay. Well, I found that. Thought I would go thought it would be over here.
ここは現地の工場です。
You're in Fukuoka, then you gotta try the Phantom Ramen Saw. Oh, it's gotta be this one. Seems like this guy knows where it is. Wait, what? It's on the other side, maybe? Okay, wait. Ow. Really? Oh no. Okay, wait. Interesting.
Really, guys?
How do we get there? Let's try and see like that place.
Excuse me.
ありがとう。
Passable rubber. We might try to see like what is a trick to this one. I'm gonna do this.
Why is this something? And stay down. What a waste.
What is it? Oh, let's see what we need to do. Gotcha. cat guided the way for me. Without Tom, I would have never found the place. Cat leads you to the ramen stall. That's kind of hard to believe. Phantom Ramen Stall only appears at night. And then let's listen to like over here and see what they say. These cats in the broth. Swarmed with cats. Okay. They use cats for their soup stock. There's no way, right? Okay, that about covers the intel on the ramen stall. I should hit up Joe now. Oh, he replied right away. He's at Mengmu now. I should go meet up with him to share what I found. That's the progress I needed. Hey Joe-san, I got some info for you, but I don't know how much of it we can trust. Oh, that sounds great, Yagami-san. You know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. Any information at all helps. That's for sure. Okay, where to begin? It's only a rumor, but that man who was talking about the Phantom Ramen stall mentioned that it only appears at night. So it's a night stall. Yes. I hear they set up in less crowded alleyways instead of busy streets. I see, I see. This is valuable info. Anything else? No one looks for talking about a ramen stall with an opening schedule that none of them knew. And apparently they were able to get it only when they were led by a cat they knew pretty well. And the ramen there is exceptional. Guided by a cat, huh? That is pretty out there. It's all coming together now. Anything else? This one almost sounds like an urban legend, but rumor has it that this ramen stall uses cats for their soup stocks. Cats for soup.
Yep.
Yes. College students were calling it cat ramen. Cat ramen. Yeah, it seems like cats are involved after all. after all. I've actually heard all the rumors about the cats before, but I couldn't believe them. However, now that they've come up again, though, your report, it seems the cats are integral in order to get to the stall. I guess that's true, but I don't know what we can do about that. By the way, do you like cats, Musan? Oh, well, sure. As much as the next guy, but I don't eat them or anything. Let's see. Earlier in our conversation, you mentioned something about the homeless who were guided by cats, right? Yes. The cat they took care of guided them to the stall. You're not suggesting I am. There's no other way but to have a cat guide us. I knew it. Well, I don't know any cats. There are a lot of strays in this area. They're cautious at first, but I'm sure they'll open up their hearts if we keep approaching them with patience.
So, to sum it up,
So you're suggesting we should befriend some stray cats and have them guide us to the ramen stall. You really think that would work? I can't imagine these cats going to the stall themselves, especially if they're not on the menu. But this is the only option I can think of. Please, I'm begging you. Oh, okay. We've already gone this far, so I'll do a little more research. Thank you so much. I very much look forward to your efforts. Okay. Might as well start looking for cats in this area. They're the only leads we have after all. Let's see. Oh, there's a stray cat. Let's see here. Here, let me pet you. Loud hiss. Meow. Wait, what? This episode. This is pretty challenging. You want to get along with the cats. You gotta let your guard down, let them think that you're a safe human, Yakuza-san. It's Nekomiya, long time no see. Oh, Nekomiya-san, it's good to see you. It's been like 3 years. Sounds about right. Thank you for your help back then. This is Masakusa Nekomiya, a huge cat lover who once requested me to search for stray cats in Kamurocho.
excuse me.
What are you doing here in Yokohama? Business, perhaps? Yes, I actually work as a photographer specializing in animals now. There are many stray cats around here, so I've heard rumors about some friendly chickens and crayfish in the area. Quite an interesting place. I didn't know there were so many interesting creatures around here. I should be careful not to encounter any weird ones. But you're pretty popular on social media for your cat photos. Sounds like you turned your speciality into a career. I guess you could say that. One needs skills to pay the bills.
By the way,
is there any chance you can teach me how to befriend cats? Let me think. How about you give a name to each cat you encounter, for example? Cats learn their names through sound. Some studies have shown they recognize the same pitch and length of a sound, which relaxes them.
I see.
I see. Giving them names. Also, you should put yourself in the cat's shoes and think about what it wants. Does it want to be petted? Are they hungry, and so on? Each of their personalities will be different, but I'm sure you'll be able to get along if you respond to their needs. The cats in this area seem to have a network of their own, and if you treat one of them nicely, it seems to spread among the other cats. Once you have the first bit of trust, the other cats might be more inclined to open their hearts to you. You'll often encounter cats as you wander about the city. Be sure to give affection to any cats you meet. You can even give them a name. When you encounter a cat you've already named, try calling their name. If you call the name wrong, they'll get angry at you. Be friendly. Once a cat approaches you, it's time to do some bonding. Certain actions such as petting, feeding, or staring affectionately at them will raise your popularity, or in other words, your feline reputation. These cats may even give you gifts if you bonded with them enough. I guess that's about it. It's pretty rare for it to go well at first, so please just be patient and show them some love. I'm sure you'll be able to pull it off, Yaguma-san. Okay, I think I get the gist of it. I'll give this a try. Hello? What? A chimpanzee driving a power shovel in Amoroti. What? A photo op? I'll head right over head over right away. Hurry, Agami-san. I've got some work to do, so I'm taking off. I wish you the best. Nakamiya-san seems pretty busy. Well, time to get to work, too. First things first, I need to get along with these cats. Hey there, kitty. Nice to meet you. I don't want to call you kitty all the time. Just give you a
Name, huh?
Buddy.
Stay safe.
Nice to meet you. See you soon, yeah? I think for right now, let's see. Let me check this out. We are doing oh, let's see. I wonder if we can walk back there.
A name, huh?
Boots.
Stay safe. Come on. And stay down.
Okay.
A name, huh? Who's a good boy?
Okay. Gosh. Does that mean I gotta like go do this and like loop around? I guess I can do this.
A name, huh? Who's a good boy?
Is there a popo nearby? Where is the nearest popo shop from here? Spending quite a bit of time doing this.
Irashaimase.
Secret contacts. Mysterious contact lens is said to let you see secrets of the world. Where is an accessory? It's earned as mitosis booster.
ありがとうございました。
Elsa Boutique, Ichiban Confections. Oh, okay. Oh, that's another cat area over there. Ben 10 Pawn Shop. Convenience stores. Okay. So if I'm over here, the nearest popo shop is over here.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Okay. This group of cats actually right here.
A name, huh?
Champ.
Stay safe.
いらっしゃいませ。
Oh, what? Oh, they're over here. That could be a homeless guy, too. Famous Dance outfit designer's essay. We're checking out just a browse through the collection of outfits. High roller has been locked. Oh, you use SP to open these. Got it.
A ありがとうございました。
A name, huh?
Boss.
Stay safe.
Let's just go. Let's just make a loop.
A name, huh?
Oh, you morons. What a waste.
You are different.
A name, huh?
Black bean.
Stay safe.
Okay, you're a new one.
A name, huh?
Yeah.
Stay safe. A name, huh?
I believe it's honey. Oh, champ, that's right.
Come on.
And stay down. A name, huh?
Well, this is a lot faster.
A name, huh?
Now we gotta rotate between all of them.
いらっしゃいませ。
Yeah, we use SP points to purchase these. Master Escape blueprints. Could use these items to gamble. Wonder if I could sell that. This is like this feels like it's such a useless item. Oh, we could buy the dragon paint over here. Got it. Okay.
ありがとうございました。
A name, huh?
Boss. Got one cat to like me. Oh, I get like 5,000 points for all that though. Oh, looks like I got a present from a little someone. Showa Dual Records Fire. The skill EX Sword Cyclone has been unlocked. Use it from the skills app. Okay, alright, I feel like I'm getting along pretty well with these cats. Kinda late to think of this now, but I'm really gonna be able to find these ramen stall like this. Stall opens at night, was it? Guess I'll leave the rest of fate.
A name, huh?
Blackjack amulet, nice.
Really, guys? name, huh?
A rebar belt. One. I need to get the other two kitties.
A name, huh?
Book of the Brink. Skill Verge Book of the Brink has been unlocked. Using the skills app menu. Cool.
Here we go. Let's go.
And stay down.
Nice. I just need to get the white one. The white one is the last one.
A name, huh?
Boss.
Who's a good boy? A name, huh? Who's a good boy?
Man, could you just do this like farm SB? That's kind of crazy.
A name, huh?
Gosh, I want to pet the other ones.
Who's a good boy?
Trying to get the white one.
A name, huh? Who's a good boy?
Bullet.
A name, huh?
Oh gosh, come on. I just want the
Name,
white
huh?
one. mysterious fruit.
A name, huh? Who's a good boy?
Man, I'm getting like the same exact ones.
A name, huh?
Boss.
A name, huh? A name, huh? Who's a good boy?
Here we go.
Jeez.
What a waste. A name, huh?
Oh my gosh, finally.
A name, huh?
Man, I've been waiting for that one for forever.
A name, huh? A name, huh?
Free pass voucher. There is a taxi right here. Oh, what's the matter? Come all this way because you're hungry?
Hmm?
She's gonna take us to the ramen finally. Hey, how far are we going? The smell. Can it be? I can't believe it actually exists. Oh, right. I have to let Joe-san know. Yagami-san, are you sure that's the ramen stalls? There it is. Can't believe I'm actually seeing it. I'm honestly surprised myself, but the cat actually guided me here. Cats are gods. Anyhow, let's eat at the stall before it disappears. I doubt it's gonna disappear, but you're right. We missed a chance. I don't know when we'll get to eat here next. Let's go. We don't have a menu. All we serve is ramen. You guys want a bowl each? Yes, sir. But we would like to have our own bowls of ramen. Joe-san, because Joe-san's completely stiff from all the nerves. That said, I don't see anything out of the ordinary with this food stall. Except for the fact that there's a lot of cats here. Come to think of it, the rumor is that they use cats as a soup stock for their ramen. Could it be true? Here you go. One order of ramen. I'll have yours ready in a minute. Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
No need to answer this if it's a trade secret, but what do you use for your soup stock? Huh? Oh, you're wondering if we use cats for them.
Huh.
Well, sort of. Of course we don't. I come from a family of fishermen, so we use our own unique bonito soup stock. It's one of a kind. But the cats seem to take a fancy to the bonito flakes, so now the place is filled with our feline friends. This all caused some strange rumors about us to spread. And before I knew it, we were being called the Phantom Ramen Stall. But all I'm doing is setting up shop when the bonito soup stock arrived at my parents' place.
I see.
Oh, so that's what's going on. That explains the irregular business hours and the swarm of cats. Well, there's our answer, Joe-san. So delicious. Whoa. What is this flavor? The richness is incomparable to any other ramen I've ever tasted. A wild impression followed by an elegant aftertaste. The impact of the soup is unforgettable from the very first bite. That said, it isn't too assertive, perfectly matching with the ingredients like pork bamboo shoots and green onions. Not only does it bring out each element of the ramen in an inviting way, but it also maintains a balance that could be called the golden ratio. Brilliant, simply brilliant. He's his own hype man. But when you unravel it, you find that the requirements are simple. Bonito, soup stock, ginger, meat in, chicken bones, and garlic. And yet there's something in it that I'm clearly missing here. What is it, that final piece that completes the ultimate ramen? What is the key figure in that golden ratio? If it's not cats in the soup, what could it be? I barely caught a word of that, but I'm glad you're enjoying it all the same. But if you eat ramen with so much intensity, aren't you going to lose sight of what's really important? Chef? It's like you said, this is the ultimate form of ramen in pursuit of simplicity. If there's anything I added to it in the end, I'd say it's love. I don't think anyone can beat me in terms of how much love and passion I put into each bowl. Chef. Enjoy. Does it really taste that different just because the bonito broth is unique? Maybe he uses a special method to make it, or here's your bowl. Thanks for waiting. Oh, thank you.
Huh?
This is so delicious. The final piece was the chef's finger. Not sure if I want to break it to him though. I love ramen. Book of the Ravenous. Skill of the Ravenous Stick has been unlocked. Learn how to use it from the skills out. Okay. Well, we did a lot of running around for that one. Okay. We are just low on points. Before we can even go and do anything about that, we're gonna grab some garlic from somebody. Let's go grab the cab for it. Let's go finally into here. There should be a vegetable vendor in the back here somewhere. In previous games, there is usually some guy over here.
いらっしゃいませ。
So that's the materials one. Propeller blueprint. Massive propeller. Garlic. Actually, let's do like
ありがとうございました。
See if I can avoid the bad guys going down that way. All right. We're here to bring you the item.
Excuse me.
Gather what you needed. Thank you for being so diligent, Yakuba-san. Here's another recipe of thanks. Russian tiger.
By the way,
How's the research been going? Better thanks to you. You remember Yoshikawa-sensei, the college professor? Because of what you supplied us, he's been able to decipher all sorts of information. Each discovery is more thrilling than the last. Man, that does sound exciting. You might actually discover something about your past after all. That is my hope. According to Yoshikawa-sensei, he almost cracked the code in its entirety. So I'll be counting on you to finish gathering up those materials. Awesome. I'll let you know. Thank you. Next up is a 4-leaf clover. Do you think you can get your hands on one? 4-leaf clover. I'll see if I can find any. I actually do have one. Gather what you needed. Yep. Exchange. Dancing crane. Ayami-san, I've done it. The codex, it all makes sense to me now. You don't say. Then please, tell me what's in there. Well, some of it might be hard to swallow. But if we choose to believe what's written here, then it seems your ancestors, Ayami-san, were in fact Chinese sorcerers who crossed the ocean in ages past. They later became the hermits of the mountains. Hermits, you say? Yes. The clan was fiercely devoted to the study of what you call extracts, but in the codex they're called elixirs. The reason they immigrated to Japan is not stated. Anyhow, not long after their arrival, they were made into vessels as a prominent ruling family after demonstrating their miraculous powers. Elixirs in hand, they treated illnesses, warded off invaders, and improved their domain's livelihood in many ways. It seems that life was good for them. Oh my goodness, so you're not even from this country? However, as the wheels of the history turned, they eventually sought refuge in the wilderness.
does that mean?
Refuge from what? Well, a certain local lord began coveting their power, intending to use it to conquer the surrounding territory. Many seeing they were forced to use their elixirs for war. Evidently, that was the plan. An army that could heal any injury or summon supernatural strength would certainly be unstoppable. But the clan despised that notion and fled to the remote mountains. And to prevent from being found, they became nomads. They also began writing in code, obscuring their secrets from those who would exploit them, which would explain the mystery of this codex.
I see.
I see. Then Yama-san, you might really be a hermit after all, or at least a descendant of one. So my ancestors renounced a life of comfort and defied the government, all to keep their work from being exploited. Or explored. What fine people they were. Now that I think about it, Yama-san also didn't want his work getting exploited. Guess he's inherited their spirit. Yoshikawa-san, let me ask you, was this historical record or more of a myth that the culture invented? It is the question, isn't it? Yama-san, as a researcher, it's my responsibility to sort fact from fiction. My understanding is that this codex was written as a way of passing down the clan's legacy. The story it tells is certainly compelling, but unfortunately, I can't think of a single historical document that can corroborate the tale we just heard. So, as a researcher, I cannot acknowledge what's written here as indisputable fact. consistency.
In other words,
But don't most legends and myths have some truth to them? And depending on who interprets them, the story may change. They're very sharp. When we study ancient cultures, it's important to remember that imagination was just as real to them as observations is to us. All myths lead to truth on some level. That makes sense. I can accept that. I'll tell you this, Yoshikawa-sensei. In spite of everything, my ancestors managed to faithfully hand down their tradition through the ages. And now that tradition has been properly handed to me, that's all I care about. No matter how true or made up, it's enough to give my life real meaning. Yes, Mina's a salient point just now. The identity of a community or culture is built upon shared traditions. And it's these traditions that have held communities together and allowed them to flourish. Legend or not, this knowledge is priceless. Yes, and thanks to what I learned today, how to put it, it's as if my entire life I was tossed in all directions by the wind, but now my feet have firm ground to walk on. I finally have the foundation I was searching for. I can only imagine. Here's something else for you. I found another passage stating somewhere in the mountains of Shinshu there's a secret resting place for your people. If you'd like, why don't you go visit together? You take me to my ancestors' graves. I'm sure they'd be proud of you, Iyama-san. Haven't you spent your life carrying on their legacy? You should greet them with your head held high. Maybe so. And how about once I wrap things up at the shop, you and I take a trip? After a lifelong of searching for closure, I finally found the answer to my past. Words cannot express my gratitude, Yakumo-san.
yep.
Glad I could help, Ayami-san. All right. All points. Okay. Yeah, more skills, abilities. There you go. Okay, finally, we can go and quit. We're gonna save the VR mission stuff for when we get actually more passes, and we can do that. And maybe we'll dedicate a full entire stream to drone racing, but we are done. This stream is gonna be split into 2 parts because of how extensive this one was. But I hope you guys enjoyed all of the sub-story minigames, all of that stuff. I hope you guys liked that. But we're gonna finally close up for the night and see the end of the chapter. Oh, this one. This one. These will probably progress as the chapters move along. So, time to close it up for the night. Have our final chat. and close up
It's
this
hard to
chapter.
imagine. And you're saying Sawa-sensei was given this picture?
Right. And it must have really shaken her up. She wouldn't even stick around to have a chat. Some mysterious woman handed her the photo. She's gotta be linked to Hiro Mikoshiba's murder in one way or another. If I had to guess, she's working with or for Ehara. But I couldn't tell you how they're connected.
It might even be that she's the one who hired the Yokohama Liumang to attack you at that restaurant. If they're telling you to drop the Mikoshiba case, they're connected too.
A threat like that might have worked on a run-of-the-mill detective in over his head.
But how do you think you even got on their radar at all, Yagamishi? Mikoshiba's case is so big they needed hired muscle to stop you?
If I'm that much of a thorn in their side, the police investigation is worse.
Yeah, that's true. Even if they stop you in your tracks, Kanagawa police would just pick up the trail right where you left off.
I have to figure, I'm not the one they were really there to threaten into staying silent. It was Sawa-sensei. 4 years ago when Toshiro Ehara killed himself, apparently, she thought Mikoshiba was the one bullying him. I set up that meeting with her so she could tell me more about what really happened at the time. But as of now, someone's pretty bent on making sure she doesn't reveal that. That'd be my guess.
Well, if that's the case, I'm afraid their threats were actually pretty effective. Sawa-sensei's lips are sealed now. There's not much we can really do about it.
Don't worry, I'm not near done yet. Besides, they've already made one big mistake.
Yeah?
They hired a gang thinking they could scare a detective off the scent. No way in hell they're expecting me to double down even harder on it.
You're totally right. That was a rather massive oversight on their part.
That night, the news broke on every channel and across the internet that the corpse found in Ijincho had been identified. Every student, teacher, and faculty member at Serio High School would know how Hiro Mikoshiba died. The details were heartbreaking, and a lot of lives were about to be turned upside down.
All right, guys. That is finally the end of chapter 3. I wanted to finish that today. We probably are going to have that all split up into 2 chapters or 2 segments. But at least we finally got through all of it. That was a long one. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys all next time. Take care and peace out, everybody.